From shooters to RPGs, weapons are a staple of gaming and have been for many years. What I have for you today are 13 of the most iconic weapons from video game history. In arguably the biggest title to ever grace the Xbox, Halo has a number of iconic weapons, which we all have some fond memories of. The biggest and most iconic, however, has got to be the Energy Sword. The sword from the Covenant, this weapon is usually wielded by elites. With the lunging animation and iconic sound effects, there is no better way to start off this list. And sticking with Halo, we have the Needler, one of my all-time favourite guns. The design really makes it stand out. Its purple, spiky look and famous reload animation made it a favourite among most players. It also helps that this thing can literally shoot round corners, making you feel like Wesley from the 2008 classic Wanted. Another Xbox classic sees us go into Gears of War, the Lancia rifle. It's a work of genius in my eyes. Now, I don't know what Epic Games were smoking back in the day, but whoever's idea it was to strap a chainsaw to the bottom of a rifle is a legend. With such a simple idea, it gave us so many iconic memories, like ripping to anybody in your path to button mashing chainsaw battles in PvP battles. Staying with Epic Games, when they shifted from gritty locust hordes to emotes and battle passes, we have the Scar from Fortnite. Now hear me out, back in the early days of Chapter 1, this rifle was unbeatable. Stick this in the hands of either a pro or a noob and damage was dealt. The last thing that you needed was struggling to build and having this firing upon you. This next one is guaranteed to give you some nostalgia. COD World at War with the Zombies classic ray gun. Grabbing this from the mystery box was one of the biggest flexes back in the day. From its look to its sound, it's not a weapon you can easily forget, and grabbing this early game gave you a almost guaranteed run that you can boast about the following day. Dead Space for a horror game is pretty damn scary, and one that would have been a whole lot worse without the plasma cutter. There is very little which is more satisfying than taking a charging necromorph from the depths of hell and slicing and dicing it down, toying with it in some dark and dingy spaceship hallway. This next one is very different, but hear me out. The Portal gun from the Portal series. It is not technically a weapon per se, however, it's shaped like one. There are very little weapons or mechanics which have been able to replicate this absolute masterpiece, and has got to be one of the most iconic weapons for any gamer. And for an even bigger nostalgic trip, I've got 3 words for you: bully, spud, gun. Rockstar may have done some bigger games since this, but I will always come back to this absolute classic. This renowned game and weapon made for so many funny memories. Terrorising the bullies with a potato to the head is just too hard to beat. What may beat it, however, is the Master Sword from Zelda. Just from the visuals, this weapon has touched the minds and hearts of numerous generations and is continuing to do so. This sword is an icon and probably one of the most influential game series ever created. This is a weapon that can probably be recognised by even the least cultured gamer out there. From one blade to another, these ones are a little bit fiery. We have the Blades of Chaos from God of War. These aren't only an iconic weapon for PlayStation, for the gaming scene as a whole. These are as deadly as you can get, but in the hands of Kratos, he has proven that there isn't a single being or god which can stand in their way. Another fiery blade for the list is Scorpion Spear from Mortal Kombat. This doesn't have a iconic sound effects really, it's more of an iconic line that goes along with the animation. Now that's one that I know I probably went around saying a little bit too often, and to be honest I was always a little bit annoyed when I couldn't play a Scorpion in PvP fights because of that elite animation. Sticking with blades, we've got the Hidden Blade from Assassin's Creed. One originally surrounded in mystery, this stealth blade has been a staple of one of the largest game franchises Ubisoft have ever produced. When the games grew and became a little bit stale, this essential weapon always gave it the charm that the games had sometimes missed. And last, but certainly not least, is the Blue Shell from Mario Kart. This is a kind of weapon, if you have a look at it bluntly, but it's a very child-friendly one. However, that does not stop friendships being ruined because of it, and your kid's first swear words being at the hands of this brutal but effective little Now, that was 13 iconic weapons from gaming history. If you agree with the list, let me know down in the comments below. But if you have any other weapons that you think should have been included, let me know there as well and why. But until next time, my friends, take care and peace.